Welcome to the Wonderland Effect. Today I have some special guests, one returning and one person who's new. So I'm going to go ahead and give it away, and then we'll get into it.
What up, though? My name is Deuce the Truth. I'm from South Berkeley, California. I recently moved down to LA to pursue a career in the entertainment industry. So, that's where I'm at with it, pursuing my dreams, pursuing my goals, putting 100% into everything I do. And I'm a finisher. Anything I started, you know what I mean? I try my best to finish it and go hard at it. That's me.
On me. Yeah, I'm returning. I'm back. Hi, y'all miss me?
He's back.
Cam do that. I don't know. Berkeley, California.
Yes, sir.
Content creator. I think. What am I now? I'm still a content creator,
Yeah,
right?
you're still a content
Still.
creator.
I heard you talking about that.
Yeah,
I feel like
still.
you an artist, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You an artist.
artist. I think so. I'm gonna say an artist this time, but it's still content, but it's still art. So I'm an artist though. Yeah. Actually, I'm whatever I feel like for the day. It could just depend on. It depends on what my day feel like. I might be a content, might be artist. I don't know. Just whatever it's gonna be. Yeah.
I think you have so many hats. I don't even know what you are, what you're doing, or
Mhm.
like I'll see it pop up and I'll be like, oh, there go Kim.
Yeah, I
Here's
don't
someone
know.
else.
But I'll be stuck to me though. So like whatever I am is what I am. Who I am is who I am. You know what I mean? And,
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm spiritual, but I'm funny. I'm also crazy.
Yeah,
I could be a pimp too if I want to be.
tempting.
I could be a finesser,
Here
and
we
I could
go.
be a good man. I could be a husband and a baby daddy, which I could be. I don't know. I can fix cars. Hey,
I
we
think
go
that's a
back.
part of the entrepreneurial spirit, though, is like you don't really have one hat. You got to wear
Yeah.
like
Right.
several hats. Like,
Many different hats. Yeah.
especially when you come to the entertainment industry, you kind of fall into that role as you better make 5 to 6 different hats fit because you can't depend on one. It's not going to be very lucrative for you if you don't expand your
Mhm.
business. And one of the things that I just learned about is like you are your brand, and I know you guys know what that is because
Yeah.
Absolutely.
y'all are your brands. So I never knew what that was until recently when I joined the entrepreneurial club, and then we started talking about branding yourself and what that means. How do you monitor your brand? How do you expand that? So how do you guys feel about being your own brand?
Well, the way I feel is whenever I step into a room, I gotta be well dressed. I gotta be in the right headspace so that I could speak to people. You know what I mean? Get my point across. I like to be well maintained, well groomed, because I feel like how you show up. You know what I mean? That first presentation of how somebody sees you leaves like an everlasting, you know what I mean, effect. So I always make sure, you know what I mean, I'm stepping into the room, as who I am. And I'm also, when I'm online, I'm being very, detailed about the photos that I'm putting out. That's crazy because me and Kim, anytime I take a picture with him, he like, bro, let me see it first before you post it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I'm like, damn, I'm like, you right, because you want to put out, your best image. And that's not fair if I post a picture, you feel me, and he ain't looking, but I'm looking good and he don't like it. You know what I mean? That's damaging his brand. You know what I mean? So branding is everything. Putting out like top quality videos. That's why I like me as an artist. I like when rap artists do like, the Instagram videos where it's just like little TikToks of them here and there. Me personally, I like to take the time to like pay people to come out, book like a big space, and actually do cinematic videos. You know what I mean? Like I feel like everything I do has to like be the biggest that I can make it.
That's the vibe I got from you. Like when I stalked you,
For
because
sure.
that's what I do. Like I did notice that you do utilize TikTok. A lot of rappers do not utilize TikTok, not to the best of their ability, but
Yeah.
I've seen like you did a few remixes and you
Yeah.
touch bases on the younger crowd that way because a lot of the young ones are on TikTok,
Yeah, that's where
which
it's at.
puts you ahead.
Yeah.
So what about you, Cam?
Um. Yeah, I feel like it's just about utilizing all your tools.
Mm.
You got to utilize everything. Like as far as how you said, or how you said he's on TikTok.
Mhm.
Obviously utilizing everything, using Facebook, TikTok. If they have MySpace, it'd be MySpace. They have
Yup.
still everything. Using your platforms, and your brand obviously is you. And I feel like your brand is just you, even when you're not in. I won't say character, but I'll just say when you're not, you know, doing your thing. When you're not doing music. Even when you in life, like I don't know, you gotta treat life as a brand. I treat myself as a
True.
brand, you know what I mean? Like everything that you do. So yeah, I feel like, just branding yourself just It's just basically just using all your tools and just being the best of you. I don't know.
I like that. Let's
Yeah,
expand
you know
on
what I
that.
mean? Yeah.
So recently, I've just told you guys off camera, I've started to consume a lot more of the podcast sphere because I want that to be something where I learn because people are doing things a lot better in certain ways, and maybe I don't know the best way to be, I don't know, interviewing people or speaking to people, so I'll learn something from somebody that does it better or that does it
Right.
a way that's been lucrative for them, so I can see which way I can make it fit me.
Mm.
So, like you said, tools, like equipping yourself with the right amount of tools and the right tools and how to implement that is so important. And I didn't even know that until I joined this club. Like, there's so many things that you don't know until you have to go find out.
Yep.
Because
Absolutely.
an idea is just an idea, but how are you going to implement those ideas or implement things that you learn? Like, knowledge is power, but knowledge is only power when implemented.
For sure.
That's true.
Because if you're only sitting on that knowledge and not implementing it, you just have this thing. Like,
Well, see, that's what I be fighting now. Like, I be having like even ideas. I be having ideas, or I have things in my head that I want to do,
mhm,
and I don't put no pressure behind it. So it
Mm.
just sits in my head, and it creates my anxiety, and it creates like me
Mm.
stressing about things that I'm not even taking the initiative or step to do.
mhm,
You see what I'm saying? So, like what you said, you know what I mean? You gotta basically, like you gotta basically put that shit into existence. You gotta like act on it.
mhm,
You know what I mean? Whatever you feeling or whatever you passionate about. But the thing with me is like I feel like I got so many different passions that I want to do, and people like, well, do them all. But I just know like it's so hard for me to do them all because like you have to be consistent with one thing.
Yeah.
I feel like in life you got to be consistent with something.
Mhm.
Like if you do music, you be consistent with your music. My content really is just something that's very just random.
Mhm.
So I don't feel like I guess it's kind of easier for me, which is why I also do music, right?
Mhm.
But I haven't really put the foot forward to it because I know it takes more time doing that than my content of just like regular random stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely I feel like you definitely gotta speak it into existence and push it and
I like
and
that.
go hard with it. Whatever it is. I feel like you gotta stick to not really one thing, but it's kinda good to stick to one thing and just push that opposed to just being how I am. I'm hella random. You know what I mean? I be doing random shit. You know what I mean? People like this nigga hella random. He be posting this to post this, but it's like I think because it's easier for me. And I never really had to like stick to just one thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, you
Feel
know,
like
I think the one of the things that you said that I'll highlight is consistency. We talked about that off camera as well. That's one of the hardest things. It's so crazy because your mindset will dictate how you implement and are consistent or aren't consistent.
Wow.
You can consistently try something that you never tried before, or you can consistently think about trying something that you never tried before. It's
Yeah,
two
for sure.
different things. Like, you're practicing something consistently.
Mhm.
It may not be exactly what you thought. So how do you guys get to that point of consistency? Because both of you guys have brands and businesses where you have to be consistent.
for me, I try to watch like the projects and the even the daily activities that I consume and put myself in. Like if I know, all right, say my son he playing football, right,
Mhm.
and I wear many hats. Like I coach flag football. You know what I mean? I also coach basketball, youth basketball. But it's like if it's one season where I know, all right, I got an album dropping, you know what I mean, I got this going on, I'm traveling here, I'm not just gonna take the job and, let other things in my life like unbalance out. Like I'm gonna look at my schedule, I'm gonna say, okay, I got time for this, I got room for this. If I can't give this my 100%, then I'm not touching it. You know what I mean? But or else, everything else is gonna be lackluster.
I like that. You have a really good balance then. That's really hard to maintain.
For sure.
Okay, go you.
Yeah, he go crazy, brother. You
That's
doing it.
crazy.
I
That's
appreciate
I always
that.
tell myself like I wish I had his consistency.
Hmm.
What stuff that I love doing, like he has consistency. That's one thing I admire about him is that he has a lot of like drive and he comes from LA back home and does
I was gonna
videos.
say he's here.
No, I mean, no,
Driving to LA
wait.
tonight. That
He's
This ain't
here.
the first time. No, he a few
I'll
times
be
in a
pushing.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in driving like a few times in a year, and he's back here, comes home, does videos, does all type of content, and then goes back home. Like, bro, you can sometimes can barely even get me to go to another city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'd be hard for me to just even go to Sacramento. I'm in the Bay, so it's hard for me to
Yeah.
even, he drops from LA.
Yeah.
So I wish I had that drive in some of the things that I want to do. So that's why, I look up to him in that aspect of like drive. I wish I had that drive and more confidence. I mean, again, I feel like I'm a really confident person, but the consistency part, that's really what I need to work on.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you accountable because
Nah,
that's the second
absolutely.
time you done said it.
Cause it's for real. Like
And, it's been months in between.
Nah, it has though. It's been a lot of months, and I ain't really been pushing like some. Cause what it is, I got so much stuff in my head and so much stuff I want to do, and it's like get started on it right. But I just know that you have to be consistent with the thing that you're doing. I can't. I mean, I can, but it's like I could be a musician and I could be an artist here, but it's like I know with music you have to really put all your time into that music. And if you want to be a content creator, whatever you want to call me, you gotta really put time into that. Like how you got comedians who are really putting that time to their craft of comedian, right? Yeah. They really going hard with it. Like I know that if I start being a comedian, I might only want to be a comedian for the week, and I want to go back to music, and I won't be consistent with my comedian stuff now. Yeah. So it's also trying to find that little balance for me, because I got so much drive and passion of everything, and I could do so much, but it's be like, you know what I mean? Like I start something, and then I be going hard with it, and then I'll start doing this. Hence my ADHD. I talked about my last, the last podcast. My ADHD, I feel like kick in, and then I'll start doing this, and then I'll start going crazy, and then I'll go start doing this, and now I'm just lost in the sauce. Now I'm stagnant and I'm still now, because now I'm like, damn, what do I do next? Or, I don't know, I'm just,
See, I would tell you to put it in the calendar, but
I was going to say that. I was going to say writing it down. Like my notes in my iPhone, I got thousands of notes.
Yeah,
it could be a little idea pop up in my head, and I'm like, let me just write this down so that it's not in my head. Now it's in the notes. So I no longer got to worry about it. And then I go on my phone and I'm like, what was I thinking about? Like I knew it was something I was supposed to do. Then I say, boom. Oh yeah, I got to send this mix to my engineer by 6 p.m. You know what I mean? So I can have this drop by next week. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, I still have my 9 to 5 job, so like that's how I function. It's calendars. Yeah. But even that, like you have to be careful with that, because I just had this realization. You have to be present for some of the stuff that you're going through.
Yeah.
And I've been so zoned in on calendars that I was living one of the moments that I've wanted to live when I went to No Jumper. That's one of the moments that I've always dreamt about. Wasn't there present. I was not present for it. I was thinking about what I was going to do when I get back.
Oh, I feel like.
And I was thinking about what I have on the schedule. And then I sat there and somebody asked me, they were like, hey, remember you said you wanted to go to No Jumper? Like, how did that feel? And I couldn't tell him.
Yeah.
Because I was not present.
Wow.
So that has, like, you have a work-life balance. That made me have to sit back, and now I got to reassess how to be present in important moments.
Yeah, I feel like it's important to celebrate all the moments. And I had to learn that myself, because when I was first coming up as an artist, I was thinking, all right, we don't celebrate till we hit the Grammys. You know what I mean? We don't celebrate until we get a BET award. Now it's like, no, I'm celebrating. If I get 1,000 streams on my song, I'm celebrating. If I get 10,000 streams, I'm celebrating. After a photo shoot, we celebrating. All wins got to be celebrated.
See, and I haven't been doing that. Yeah. I just been in the mud, like, keep going, keep going, keep going. Like, what's next? What's next? I have not taken the time to be present and feel, gratitude for where I've come from and where I'm at. Like,
well, I want to celebrate you right now.
Come on, man.
Because I ain't gonna lie, like,
put water up.
You feel me? Here we go.
Cheers, come on. Here we go.
Because I feel I can hear like the progress already. You know what I mean? With your podcast, you know what I mean? Because I watched, like I said, I watched a number of episodes, you know what I mean? And I can already see that you're progressing. And I feel like sometimes that's what it takes with anything. Like, sometimes you got to jump in the pool, get your feet wet. Instead of sitting there, you know what I mean, at the edge of the pool, like, oh, I need goggles. I need you know what I mean? I need a vest. I need a suit. I need this. I need that. Oh, I can't swim. Sometimes you just got to jump in, and then you stand up and you're like, oh, this ain't so bad. Then you start figuring it out after that.
That's how I feel. That's like literally that's the moment I'm at. I'm learning things, expanding what would make me better as a podcaster, as a business owner, entrepreneur, anything. Like, I could do anything. And I feel like that's literally the blessing in being an entrepreneur, is you have so much possibility and opportunity.
Endless. Yeah.
Endless.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I feel like even with 9 to 5s, right? Remember we talking about that yesterday? People, like, folks, we gotta work 9 to 5s. Maybe some people don't work 9 to 5s, but like when folks who work 9 to 5s, like it be so hard to like work your 9 to 5 and focus on your dream, because you like I feel like we get ripped off in life anyway, right?
Absolutely.
You got to work 8 to 10 hours, some people longer, right? And you putting all that time into working for somebody else.
Yep.
And, you know, instead of working to your craft, you know what I mean? And I feel like, how should I put it? Like, it's really, you really got to take a risk to be able to, like, chase your dreams. It really is a risk financially.
Sure.
And I think that's where a lot of people get, like, fucked up too, is, like, finances. Because really, it's really not, sometimes people really ain't scared to do what they want to do. Really, it's just because they know financially what they want to do at the moment, it's not going to take care of it. You see what I'm saying? Like, okay, you love podcasting. I don't know. I mean, I'm not speaking on your situation, but podcasting, right? Podcasting, if you could, would you just stop right now? Everything you're doing, just solely focus on this? If it's paying your bills, again, I don't know if it is or not, but I'm saying if it's to pay all your bills, right? But realistically, we know that when we first start something, a journey or something that we want to do, usually sometimes that thing that we're passionate about, that we want to do, is not paying our bills.
No.
Yep.
But you can't do it for the money.
You can't do it for the money. But think about all the time that you're putting into in 9 to 5.
I mean, you want it to pay, but it can't be the only reason that you're doing it.
It's not. But what I'm saying is, like, I guess what I'm saying is,
it could be like a hindrance. You know what I mean, to what you want to do.
I think because I like money. That's my problem.
Well, it's okay to like money, but I feel like when you start making that the sole purpose of it, you kind of lose your authenticity behind it.
Well, yeah, that too. What I mean, what I was saying earlier, what I'm saying is basically like the time that you have to put into, the hours you're putting into like a job.
You could put it.
You be putting that into your craft, but you are aware that if I put all this time into this craft that I do my job, I'm gonna be broke.
Right,
I'm gonna be broke, but doing what I love.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be broke. And I'm saying, like, I just imagine, like, damn, what if we were able to just really put all your time into just everything right here, put it on the line, and then just, you know, forget about everything else. Like, most people who get signed, like, in music, sometimes they have their record label gives them, like, a, you know,
a bonus. Or a sign-on.
You know, so some people can actually go hard with their music. Yeah, you know, but now we in times where people are entrepreneurs and just getting it out the mud. And, you know, you got people like my brother here. You know, he do music, but he's his own independent artist. You know what I mean? So he ain't got no label backing him saying, here go a big lump of cash.
Yeah.
You know, so he got to still do what he got to do to make his money, you know, and still chasing his dreams.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
That's really how it has to be sometimes. Like, I think a lot of people misunderstand, like, it's okay to support your dreams until it can support you. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there have been days where I go off from my 12-hour job to here, and I'm blessed that I could work on my podcast while I'm at work. So I still have that leeway, but a lot of people don't even have that. They have to wait until they get off of work to work on it.
See, that
so it's like 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Then they got 5 to 9.
If you can do 5 to 9.
If you can do 5 to 9.
If you can
know
do
what I mean?
5 to 9.
Because you might have to get home in traffic. You know what I mean? That
You might got a family at home. You waiting on.
But that's why this is not for everybody. Everybody can't be.
But see, that's just so messed up.
They can be, but it just depends on what you're willing to tolerate.
That's why it's good to have a good partner.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to have a good support system. Like if you got a significant other or someone who really rocking with you, it's good to have that person, you know, to kind of support that. Like if you got, you know, ladies, if they have a man or whatever who can take care of home and they can just chase their dreams, why not?
But also like the idea of having a partner who has something going for themselves as well. Yeah. Like I think sometimes that might be the better option, so they understand a little more.
Kinda, but that can also backfire too.
Because
now y'all both busy, and like I mean, it could work out, but I mean, like
it's compromise.
It's very compromise. Like I kind of looked at like some of like the relationships that people like who was it? I just used what's her name? It's not Nicki Minaj. It's Nicki Minaj whose dude is like he's not like a known person, but he's like, is it Nicki Minaj dude? Yeah. But like, see how she got somebody who wasn't in the spotlight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you're gonna be somebody big, I feel like you shouldn't get nobody who's big. You should kind of get somebody.
Well, I'm not saying big, but like they could have something on the opposite side, like they run in a business.
Yeah. I mean, like
they
that.
have something, like some motion.
But I feel like getting like another like I mean I ain't saying for you, but I feel like a podcaster shouldn't get another podcaster person. Like I feel like
y'all
businesses might collide. I don't know. That's what I feel like.
I want two different aspects of the entertainment industry, not the same. I would never date anybody that's a podcaster. I'm sorry, I would never. Like
I feel like I might clash y'all a little bit.
You're not about to compete with me, baby.
Yeah,
well, sometimes competition is good because I feel like one of my favorite couples is Jay-Z and Beyonce.
They're power couples.
And
Hell.
they both artists and navigate the music industry, and I'm sure they both competitive. Like, you know what I mean, when
They
he
have
see
to
B
be.
dropping, you know what I mean, he like, okay, I see you. And then when, you know what I mean, when he drop, when he tour, I'm sure they probably like compare numbers, compare sales, like, you know, competitively, and they still love each other and get it done.
Yeah, I do like that sometimes too. Like you have to hold each other accountable for it. Like it's a form of accountability. But I don't like. I want you have to have something because I've been in relationships where you don't have nothing, and I have to put all my energy into something.
Yeah.
And because you're bored, and because you have nothing
Yeah.
else to do, now you picking on me and tearing
That's
everything
true.
apart. It's like,
Now he mad who you podcast. Who you
like,
podcast?
honey, I
Who
need you
that
to
dude
go
about to go
do
podcast?
something. You gotta do something with. It doesn't have to be what I'm doing, but do something.
Right.
Like, come on, like have some kind of passion about yourself. Like, it goes back to like the sources of love. Like, you gotta love yourself.
So
I can't love you into loving you. So if you can't passion yourself, I wouldn't even be attracted to you. You got to be the type of man that has something behind you for me to want to be like, okay, that's attractive. Like, I do think a lot of women like men who get in the mud and they get it going. Like, you have to have something that tells me I could be secure with you.
Yeah, that's why I like when Torrey Roberts, he always preached that two people coming into a relationship should be whole before they join together. It can't be like a situation where, oh, this is my better half, or like, you know, I'm halfway there, you halfway there, and that's what makes me whole. I feel like both people have to have a purpose, and when they come together, they have a purposeful relationship.
I think we're talking about new age relationship because I feel like, well, if we speaking on our relationship, usually just the man come in and take care of the woman. You know what I mean? So I feel like we kind of that's where things are getting messed up now with the whole 50-50 thing. Or you got people who feel like a woman has to have some purpose or a man got to have some purpose. Like, I mean, yeah, have some purpose about you, but I feel like it's too much of a stigma on it. Like, she got to be doing this and he got to be doing this, right? So where now it's like, I mean, maybe I just have like a little bit of different mindset, a little bit, but I feel like maybe because I see my granddaddy take care of my nanny. I mean, I seen the man take care of my granddaddy, take care of my nanny. I don't know if she had a purpose or not, but she took care of her man.
Absolutely.
It was
You know
a
what I mean?
purpose.
Yeah, that was a
But
purpose.
what I'm saying is like how the purpose is like a woman has to be doing something.
They,
I mean, this could be a whole different conversation.
I think the
but-
50-50, like, I had to learn this too. Sorry, I didn't mean to
No,
interrupt.
go ahead, you good.
I had to learn this too. The definition of 50-50 is completely up to you and your situation.
Yep.
Because
I agree with that.
you may go financially support the family, but I'm raising the family.
Yup.
I'm
That's
making
50-50.
sure that that is a full-time fucking job.
Yup, for
Shout out to
sure.
all the housewives that have children and are raising families. Like,
Yup.
that is, you are taking your legacy and you're raising it up. Like, it depends on you and your situation. Like, 50-50 could look like that, or 50-50 could look like, all right, we both got jobs, like, we both take care of the kids, we both doing this, like, you take the kids to school, I'll pick them up. Like,
Right.
50-50 is dependent upon you and your situation.
Yeah.
I think the failure is,
I think ideally in a perfect world, and I mean y'all can say what y'all want to say about what I'm gonna say. I don't care.
they love you.
Yeah, it's cool.
They love you.
I'm gonna say something real. Ideally, if it was up to me, and this is being real, I think ideally, like, I think that men should just take care of home and let the woman do their thing. Now, when I say that, I'm saying to say this. Like, men, we gotta, because, okay, I'll say women first. Women, y'all have been put in a situation where, in the way the world is, y'all gotta kind of go just hard as us financially to make ends meet, to meet up with the man. And I feel like if you can get a good woman and you're a good dude, I feel like you should be able to take care of home, pay. If it was ideally, we could take care of home financially, and she take care of the home, kids, if y'all got kids, and let us go out there and do what we do. You know what I mean? Ideally. But the society and world we live in and how everything is, it's like we both got to do our thing now. You know what I mean? It's not really cut black and white unless, you know what I mean, your man is making, bukus of money. But realistically, like, if it could be like that, I would say, hey, we make enough money to be able to take care of home, let the woman stay home, do her thing, you know what I mean? And, take care of the family, if that's what it is. Like, I still got an old-fashioned way of thinking, even though I was never raised with I wasn't raised I was raised just with a mom. So I don't even know what it feel like to experience that with a man taking care of home, except my granddaddy, my nana. But, you know what I mean? But ideally, I feel like, but ideally, I feel like I would, if it could be like that, like, could just be to where women ain't really got to do too much, and men could just do their thing. You know what I mean? That's just me.
I love that. I love
know?
that. It could go both ways because there are a lot of women out there that feel more empowered today. Like we living in a culture where women are thriving and they loving it.
Feminist.
Now to the point, I'm a feminist for sure.
Are you?
Yeah,
For
I'm a
real?
feminist.
You
for
never
sure.
told me that, bruh.
Yeah,
You never told me the
I believe
feminist,
in women empowerment. Not to the point where
Let's talk about it.
women
We got
should
time.
feel. Well, not to where women should feel independent of a man. Like, oh, I don't need a man. I feel like we both need each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man and
Sure.
woman.
Yes,
You know what I
cheers
mean?
to that, 'cause,
So,
yeah.
so you
that's
don't
what
believe
I'm
in the
at.
whole she could do what I could do situation, right?
What
Say
you
that
mean?
again?
The whole she could do what I could do type feminist thing. You said feminist.
Like, break it down for me.
Oh, I mean, like, all right, like, how should I put it? Like, there's certain things that, like, obviously, physically, that I feel
Oh.
like men could do more
Right.
than what women can do. Now, hold on, ladies. Oh, don't jump on my line. I'm not saying y'all we can't do the same thing, but I'm just saying there's certain physical aspects that
Absolutely.
that obviously that are a little bit stronger, obviously physically, that we do a little stronger.
Yeah, that's crazy that you say that because I feel like back in the days, women weren't working certain jobs like Amazon or delivering mail or moving heavy packages.
Yeah.
Even like I go to like say a restaurant or some, grab some food and it's a woman taking out the trash. And I'm like, bro, how many dudes is working in here?
Now,
Like,
I
why
totally
y'all
agree
not
with that. I
taking out
do
the
feel
trash?
like a man should always take a trash
Always
out,
take
bruh.
the trash out.
Like, I feel like that's just on GP, bro. Like you in the house, you in there with a woman, bro.
For real,
Take
bruh.
trash. A woman shouldn't have to lift her hands to take no trash out.
Absolutely not.
That's just what I feel. But again, we in a world where again everybody want to feel equal with things.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
well, I can do it too. You ain't, you know what I mean? It's almost like now we at a point in life where, and that's why I don't want to say it sound like they're trying to be where we are, but it feels like whatever you're doing, I could do it too. Like it almost takes away the role of a man almost.
Yeah.
That's what I mean when I say feminist. I feel some of the roles it
Very
almost takes away the role of a man. Like there's certain things I feel like that we should also have roles in life.
Yeah, we should.
Absolutely.
Right? So there's certain things I feel like the man should just do. It's not that baby you can't do it, but I'm a man. Let me do it.
Look.
That's how I feel.
My
like
significant other, I will leave the water case inside the car.
You feel me? Let me get it.
I'm not taking no trash.
Like
out.
why you gotta mess your nails up? Why you gotta get all sweaty and shit?
And it's not that
to
I
come bring the cake?
can't do it.
Exactly.
I would prefer you do it.
Like, wrong. I should.
I don't
do it.
open my doors. Come open my door.
For
like
real?
I don't open my doors.
Okay.
I don't open my doors.
Yeah.
I don't drive. Like that's not.
Well, hold on. Wait, I don't drive.
My dad. I drive where I need to go when I have to drive by myself.
Right.
Oh, you with your man?
But when I'm with him, he gonna drive.
He gonna drive.
He already know.
Hey,
Like,
well,
unless
you
it's,
want to
like,
know why I do the most of the
incapacitated.
driving?
Women can't drive.
I'm gonna tell you why I do most driving. Can I tell you why I do most driving? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Because I feel like if we gonna crash how I'm gonna crash. Because I don't know how you gonna crash.
On everything.
No, because if I crash, at least I know how we gonna swerve off and crash. You might flip us 3-4 times and shit. Let me crash how we gonna crash. Knock on wood.
That's one of the things that
how I
I
feel.
think you need to talk about before you get in a relationship with somebody is like, what do you expect from this relationship? Because I need to know, like, what do you define, as my role? Like, what is it you want from me?
Can I ask you a question?
That's important.
Just as a, I know you do. I know you asked the question. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Do you feel like, as a woman in a relationship with your man, do you feel like you have to plan things? Like, do you feel like even dates? Do you feel like you should plan dates for your man, or do you feel like as a man he should just plan the dates? He should take the initiative. Because I remember I talked about this kind of on the first podcast.
I personally like I leave it to him to decide how we're gonna like when we go out and stuff. But like I don't think there's nothing wrong with if I want to surprise him to go surprise him. If I want to take him out, take him out.
So you do believe in planning dates for your man too? Also,
I will. Like his birthdays, he don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'm the one that care. He would prefer we sit in the house and look at nothing. And just be around each other. But I'd be like, let me blow it up. This year I'm doing a little bit better, though, because I decided that it's not about me. It's really not about me. But, like, things like that, like, he tolerates it because I want to do it. Mm-hmm. It's not really, like, he wants to. I don't really, like, that's not my expectation. My expectation is more along the lines, like, if I ask you a question, you need to have a solution for me. And if I need you to do this, you need to do that. Like, that's what I would require. And you can't be jealous of me being around men. You can't be jealous of me talking to other people. You can't.
What you mean by that?
Those things. What do you mean?
What do you mean he shouldn't be? He said he shouldn't be jealous by you being around other men?
Yeah, because this is what I want to do. Like,
Oh,
I
okay,
network.
podcasting.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not talking about on the
No,
outs.
no,
We're not
no,
talking about
not like that. But even so, like, if I say that the intention of me going to this event, like, you're welcome to come, but I'm still going to talk to men because it's a part of what I want to do. I need to network. Like, you have to understand that aspect of what I want to do. Like, it can't be a thing because some men will not
Well,
tolerate.
sound you got a great
this.
guy if he accepts that. I mean, obviously, if he's
He's
accepting
like,
that.
well, I mean, he has his own thing, so it's like I have to accept some things too because of the nature of his job, like what he wants to do. So
I
there's
need too much team.
there's
I get
balance.
it. I got you.
You know, that's a lot for me even saying it.
I didn't even know. This is actually
nobody knows because
well now they do.
They
y'all
do
did y'all know? Well now we know.
but they never catch on to it. Sometimes I say it and sometimes I don't. Like it is what it is. I don't really. Just because I have a issue with people being too much in my business.
Are you now? Let me ask a question though. So we on air. I'm gonna ask it anyway. You gonna post and tag? I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like you don't need to. I feel like if he knows what it is,
it's nobody's business but me.
If he knows what it is, then y'all don't need to do that. Does he love you in private?
Yeah.
Then let him love you in private.
That's what's most important.
That's what's really most important. Is because look, this is how I look at it. Let me say this.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna be quiet. It don't really because this is gonna be a highlight. I'm gonna say this. If you got somebody who you fuck with, who you love, I ain't gonna say fuck with, someone that you love and who's your person, right? Mm-hmm. And y'all know y'all love each other. Y'all know what it is. Mm-hmm. I guess y'all could post if y'all want to, but y'all don't need to do that because I feel like y'all know what it is. Yeah. Y'all love each other, and no one on social media platforms are happy for you guys. Oh. No one's happy seeing y'all. No one's happy to see y'all thriving and in love. And I know if you do post it, it's for you. Mm-hmm. You might, for you, you like seeing it. But at the end of the day, no one else really cares. No one cares to see you and that person happy. Yeah. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like, it's really between y'all. You know what I mean? And honestly, posting your significant other don't stop people from still sliding up in the DM.
That's true.
Like that's what I learned. Like, okay, I post her, I love her, but that ain't gonna stop females from still jumping in my DM. That don't stop. Actually, that actually gives them fuel. Like some people like knowing that you got somebody. Yeah.
It's like a challenge.
It's a challenge, right? And then so like when you do end up falling in the trap, they like, okay, yeah, I got you now. You cheat on your spouse with me. Mm. They feel more empowered. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, they feel like they got one up. So I feel like you ain't even got to post it. Like you and him know what it is. Leave it at that. Like y'all know what it is.
In my relationship, I don't need like social media validation. Like she don't post too much of me. I don't post too much of her. When I'm on social media, I'm showing up as an artist. This is what I do. You know what I mean? This is what my dreams are, my goals are. This is what I'm working for. And then after that, I like to have a private life. Not a secret life, but a private life. I like to enjoy, you know what I mean, my folks on my own.
Nobody knows what you got going on.
They never will. I never tell nobody. Listen, I could have been married 5 times and y'all wouldn't know.
I would have never known.
I'm never going to expose that. You know why? Because to me personally, it ain't nobody business.
Well, see,
because I feel like this. It's just like I don't want to give nobody no fuel. I don't like because I'm very into the energies and the hate and the people who clap and who ain't clapping. Like, okay, I'm gonna say this. Y'all ever like post something that you're very passionate about? You see people watching.
They don't like it.
They ain't like it. Now I say you got to, and I don't really need social media validation. But it's like, damn, you didn't even clap for me. So why would I post someone who I love and care about? Who this is a personal, this is an intimate thing for me, and I see people just watching and ain't clapping. When I might have did something nice for her, we might have got married. Then nobody clapped for that, and like to me, it just kind of like it's bad energy. The social media to me is bad energy. Social media is bad energy to me, and I feel like when you off social media doing your thing, you feel me? Like it's between you and that person, and like that person gives me good energy.
Okay, I had to learn that though, like because you are very much conditioned in this world to show off every little thing.
You ain't got to do that.
Oh my God, you got a man, let's go post it. Oh my God, he got you flowers, go post it. But since this podcast has been getting more traction, I've had to pull off my personal life.
I'm not gonna lie. I've learned from the women too that be pregnant. I told you. I tell you
pop out with kids.
No, hold on. I ain't gonna lie. I was talking to a girl like a while back, but a long time ago, right? Me and her was talking. Now I should have figured out she was pregnant already because she was only taking pictures from the chest up. You know what I mean? But if she was in the DM talking crazy, I'm in there talking crazy. We back and forth, bro, for a long time, right? I didn't even ask to see no booty. Well, she did have some booty pics, but it was like might have been old though. So she had went MIA for like a few months. You feel me? She pop out. You know what I mean? She pop out and she finna pop out. You feel me? Like she pregnant. And I'm like, hold on. You know what I mean? I didn't know you was pregnant. Like, but again though, same time, Like,
It wasn't your business.
it wasn't my business, right? And that's what she kind of told me. Like, yeah, we be on in the inbox playing around. But I ain't got to tell you that I got a man and a baby. But now I'm thinking, no, hold on, little baby. You had a baby on the way. You got a baby, so that means you and baby daddy still rocking, right? No, we ain't. It ain't even like that. But like, so I'm
I
just
don't like that either.
no. But that's what I'm saying though. So that lets you know, like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you know what I mean.
But that's why I
Shit.
have my close friends. Like
So close friends. Here we
Close
go.
friends.
We
okay,
talking about
we
it.
talk about it. But like,
Mm-hmm.
you are my close friends. I don't be posting little ass or nothing.
Can I say
Like,
something?
what?
You're my inspiration.
I post the kids.
Your green thing was my inspiration.
Well, because I don't put everybody in there, but like,
No, because I never knew what it was about, and I had to ask somebody like, "What's the green thing?" Because I remember I kept seeing yours and another girl, and she's also Sagittarius, which is really funny.
yeah.
She has another thing, but hers be posting freaky stuff.
Yeah.
So-
So you thought it was just for you?
Well, I had to ask her like, I said, "Is this me?" Oh, I just posted my. She was like, Oh, she gonna see it now. She like some of her family don't see it, and I'm like, okay, but you feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like it was for me. Because I'm like, you feel me? Like, it was certain things, like, you know I'm going to like this shit. You know, you know I'm going to like this shit. You posting that, you know what I mean? So it's like, the close friends thing, I get why, like, y'all do it. Like, I get why people do it.
Yeah.
But
And I have the kids and stuff. Like, I don't want people watching the kids. There's perverts out there.
then again, it's like, what y'all, who y'all thirst trapping though?
I'll be having my children.
And who y'all thirst
I can
trapping?
thirst trap the regular feed. I don't need to do that in my close
Why you want to
friends.
thirst trap the feed though? Why you
I
want to do
don't.
that? You
I
giving
don't.
niggas false hope.
What are you talking about? I sent my man all the attachments. I'm gonna need to send them in there.
All right.
You see my close friends. Have you ever seen me post anything that's revealing as fuck?
You never post nothing crazy anyway.
No.
Yeah, you don't post nothing crazy.
It's
Hey,
like,
but false hope sometimes is good for the brand.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's what. Okay, let's talk about
Oh,
this.
so selling sex basically?
Let's
Let's talk about it.
let's talk about this because that was part of our conversation we had on the phone. It's like you have to remember that we have images. So
Absolutely.
some people are drawn to those images. Now, I'm not saying that you need to like hide a relationship, but I mean, it can damage the amount of people that want to work with you.
Well, you just damage your brand right now, telling everybody. I didn't even know. Now you not. Nah, you didn't damage your brand. I'm just playing. But no, but think about it though. If you ever came out and just said, "Boom, I got a man today,"
That's what I'm
you know how many?
afraid of.
No, you know how many niggas you probably interviewed that I don't know your business, but you know how many niggas probably thought about sliding up in or ain't tried to slide up or ain't attempted, and now you come out with a man. It just kind of like I feel like sometimes it depends on what type of time niggas is on or whoever is on. It could like they might feel like you're less credible now because she got somebody. So you know what I mean? Like I feel like with certain things, just keep it. As I say, keep like your love life, whatever
Off
it
the
is.
internet.
Keep it off the low. Keep it on the low because at the end of the day, like some of these niggas who probably getting on podcasts, I ain't gonna say even with you, just a podcast with a woman.
Yeah.
Some of them niggas is for sure trying to get it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they're trying to get it. And so, like, if they just feel like she's in a loving relationship, either one, they ain't gonna care, they gonna still try to bump, or they gonna be like, yeah, man, you know what I mean? I ain't even gonna try because
You wanna know something?
she with somebody.
They don't even know if I brought him on the show yet.
Oh, if that, don't say that because I
don't know.
already got a get.
They don't know if I've had him on the show.
You have had him on the show.
They don't know
You have
if
had
I
him on
have
the
a
show,
club.
haven't you?
That's none of your business. Maybe, maybe not.
Why don't you just say it?
No. Because what if I want to bring him on the show? Now they going to be watching. They going to be like,
He could have been on this show like 10 times already.
which one? Who is it? It's that one. But
Shit, let them
Man.
keep guessing.
I don't know. I just feel like, just might just don't even do it. Just keep
I mean,
it
because
tight.
then you got to break up in public too.
see, and I
And
don't
that be-
like
that
that
be
either.
bringing
Because
people
Carmen and
anxiety.
Corey,
Yeah, 'cause then-
motherfuckers in my goddamn
Man.
feed.
Well, that's why I feel like,
every day.
okay, this is what I feel like. Because I don't know your relationship status with him
Yeah.
now. But I feel like if y'all solid, keep it like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Love in peace, break up in peace.
Yep,
Because the minute
exactly.
that you come on here and you promote or you post him and this and that, like, okay, you do realize, and I don't know if you know, maybe it's a me thing, I be knowing, but you do realize when you post your significant other, people don't expect a relationship to last.
No, they're hoping for your downfall.
Well, because most relationships don't last, right?
Yeah.
And so if y'all do break up, it's like some motherfuckers will be waiting for y'all for y'all downfall. So like just wait till I have kids and get married, then bust it out if you want to do it.
I just
But
what I said. Why did I say that?
Yeah,
When
just
my
wait
kid
till
turned
y'all-
3, I'll put him like, happy birthday
You know
to
what I
me.
mean? Yeah, like
Happy birthday to my child. What the fuck?
Even if within child y'all have a child, like don't even post like the belly nothing. Like just don't
Well,
just,
that's why I stack content because if I ever need to dip off for a few months, I got
Yup,
enough
that's
to run it
important.
up.
hella
Yup.
funny. What?
Yeah, what you mean?
No, that's important.
I want a baby. You watched me say several episodes that I wanted a child.
Yeah. Like,
So you don't think that's gonna happen one of these days? I've been planning and plotting. I always plan and plot ahead.
just had a baby, then hurry up.
I'm trying.
We only getting older. We ain't getting no younger.
I want.
We ain't getting no younger.
I feel like that's one of the greatest things about being a woman, though, is like being able to be called mom. Like that's one of the things that, at my age, I'm like.
You got sisters,
Absolutely.
nieces, nephews?
Yeah.
Are them all your kids?
No.
No, you don't.
Well, only my god kids. I mean, they used to be my kids. None of them niggas grown.
Oh, okay.
They get on my nerves individually, but I don't give them money anymore.
I know
so.
the TTs usually they got like the little nieces
Oh
and
my
nephews, and they like
god,
you know.
my goddaughter, she's
Mhm.
spoiled.
Yeah.
She's spoiled. She called me yesterday. She said, "Come pick me up."
Mm.
What? She only 4.
She love you.
Smart.
Come get me. I
You
was
want a
like,
boy or girl first?
I want a girl.
Girl.
He has a boy already, but I want a
Okay,
girl.
okay.
I want a girl because I want to see him be so in love that.
Hey, bro, I don't know who you are. You out there, bro? I don't know who you is, bro, but you heard what she said.
You know, I tell him that all the time. What you mean?
You hurry up.
I don't want
She
her
ready.
to look like me. He knows. He want a baby more than I do.
Now I can tell you how
okay.
you know how you have a girl, right?
How?
How? Back shots all day. Left angle to the right, 180 degrees to the left.
Why is this
Right
science?
hook, left hook, one leg up. That's a,
I know.
I learned the trick.
I know. I got you.
There's a way to do it to have a girl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not lying to you.
I believe you.
You see, I have a daughter.
I know.
Yeah, I figured it out. I learned the code. It's a code. I learned it. I read a book. And certain ways you can do it.
I see. I think like when like we talked about, we keep talking about, it's just so hard to navigate when and how to do it. Like we're working on a collab, and not the kid. It's not hard to figure that out because you're looking at me like, what you mean?
Yeah.
No, but like when to actually have those moments with your significant other. Like we both do things that are in the entertainment industry, so how do we pull each other in? Like eventually, you know. I don't know if I have an interview or don't have an interview with him, but let's say, can I control my body language so it don't look like, you know, we'll be getting down. Like,
well, if that's the case, y'all must got some strong chemistry if you even feel like you can't even hold yourself together. I'm just saying though. If you just basically saying that you don't even know if you can even hold your composure, you might not look. That means y'all must got some strong connection there. There must be something strong between y'all. So y'all might as well get out the way. Cause y'all ain't getting no younger. Y'all might as well do it.
We're working on it. We'll see.
Y'all ain't working on that. Just have it. There's no right time.
I don't think there's a right time.
There's not a right time to do it. I'm telling you.
I do. But that's not. I don't want to control that. That has to be from him. I draw the line on certain things. Like you need to get down on one knee for that. Like if we're gonna get married.
You want to be married?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
It's like
it's beautiful.
I think at a certain point, a lot of people, they don't like the idea or the union of marriage, but I think marriage is very beautiful depending on how you courted each other and dated each other.
Marriage is what y'all make it. Yeah. Y'all marriage is y'all marriage.
And we've been through some shit, so like, what else could we do? Like, I'm just sitting there, sometimes we talk about it, and I'm like, we've had to grow up together a little bit and learn how to, like, okay, case in point.
Ahead. Talk about it. I'm listening.
I'm going to put my business out there.
So
I was having a moment, and I wanted attention.
Okay.
I had 2 options. Start some shit because I want attention, or tell him that I want attention. So I went back and forth for like a good 2 hours, and I was like, let's just tell him and see what happens. So I told him, I said, hey, by the way, I would like your attention, like in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Then I had like a whole 2 hours of his attention.
Nice.
So much easier than what I was about to do because I was about to bring up some shit and start some shit. And I told him that.
So your guys' relationship is toxic.
I told him that. No, I still have toxic behaviors though. Everybody will have toxic behaviors.
No, but that honest communication.
No, everybody. Some people grow out of it. It sounds like your relationship might be based on like.
I'm still learning.
No.
That's something I learned though.
Yeah, that's something. That sounds like growth.
Necessarily.
What I'm saying is like
he's never pulled away the attention to make me feel like I have to start shit. It's just like my automatic.
You just automatic.
My
behavior that's your toxic trait
that I learned.
But what you did by saying, hey, I need 10, 15 minutes of your time, that's growth. Because you could have communicated a different way. Like you said, brought up some shit. And he may not even have got like, oh, she want to spend time. You know what I mean? He might have been like, oh, she on some other shit.
I'm going to say something. After this, I'm going to be quiet for the rest of the interview. But I'm just going to say this.
You be lying.
I'm going to say one more thing. But I feel like when you in a relationship with somebody, I don't want to feel like the relationship is a task. Or now it's like,
it is a test.
No. See, I'm trying to explain something to you. Y'all probably ain't like what I'm going to say, but being with me should be enough. Should be enough as it is. I shouldn't have to do anything. Like I'm gonna do extra stuff because I want to, because I love you. But when it gets to a point to where I'm like now having to like keep like babying you in the relationship, like to keep your love and attention. Like I don't feel like I'm getting enough attention. But like goddamn, can we just have the kids already? Then let them have the attention. Like I don't want to keep trying to like. How should I put it? I'm trying to.
I feel like constant dating is important.
No, but what I'm saying is I don't want to feel like I don't want to have to feel like I got to keep like making you keeping up to keep.
Yes.
I don't want to make it seem like, or I don't want to make it to where I have to keep your attention with me. How to get it out?
So you want the other nigga to slide in and hit it?
If he does, I mean, baby, no, wait, no,
But
hold on,
don't y'all both have to do that?
no. What I'm saying is, I don't want to have to keep your attention. Like when you see me, I am the attention.
Oh my god.
Like no, hold on. Like I'm gonna do things for you because I love you.
Yes.
But I am the attention. Why do I have to constantly keep reminding you that I'm that nigga? I shouldn't have to keep reminding you that I'm him. What? Why do I have to keep reminding you that, yeah, baby, I'm him. Like it's like she said, right? She does what? Baby, I need like 15 minutes of your attention. Man, I probably would have went to sleep on you.
Well, see, what I pictured is like...
No, stop. I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
I think I'm gonna agree with you.
No, go ahead. But I know it went left, didn't it? I'm gonna keep it. Y'all ain't gonna like me today. I know. Y'all gonna talk about me. I'm gonna say this though, because I feel like this. Like, you should already like know that, like, I love you. Like, I shouldn't have to keep trying to prove
That's
that.
not the question, though.
No, what I'm saying.
Well, see, what I pictured is like,
what I'm saying is,
say he was on the game, right? And he busy and he with his boys. He done ran 3-4 2K games. He like, baby, I'm gonna be off in a minute. And you go to him, you like, baby, I like to spend time with you. I just need like 10-15 minutes.
Something similar.
Then it'd be like, all right, I got you, baby. You know what? Let me log off this shit. You know what I mean? And then now y'all spending time.
Why did you even have to tell that nigga that?
I mean, niggas get lost in the sauce. Sometimes I want to kick it with my partners. You know what I mean?
Though?
You wanna? I mean, we could get real situational.
No.
I'm describe the situation.
I'm just saying though, there's no reason why we should have to keep trying to like prove ourselves to. It's almost like when people get in a relationship, it's like, what are you gonna do to keep me?
No,
I'm not finna listen. I'm me. I'm him. You didn't know that? Yeah, you did because you with me.
I agree.
I feel like I don't want to have to
keep working and hustling to keep each other.
No, why? It should not.
I really do. I feel like there should be date nights. I feel like when we fuck, you better fuck like we just met. You know what I mean?
You're relating more towards like somebody who's always asking, like, well, you didn't tell me hi this morning. You didn't say this. You didn't do that.
No, what I'm saying is like
that's what I'm getting. No, coming from. So I'm not sure if that's what you really mean. No, that's a lot. That's extreme.
What I'm saying is, there's nothing wrong with the bare necessities because I feel like that's regular, right? Taking a woman on a date, taking a man on a date. Those are regular. Baby, I love you. Spending time with your spouse, that's regular. But when it gets to a point to where it's like you're like needing the attention, and opposed to just like you're like it becomes like a needy thing. To me, I feel like that's where like things for me would just start going left. Like where you feel like it becomes like a needy thing. Like,
well, we're also long distance, so I kind of have no.
Okay, well, long distance, that's different. But I feel like when you with somebody though, I feel like you should never have to like keep proving yourself. Like some people feel like, why you ain't took me on no date? Or why you ain't did this? Or why you ain't did that? It's like, why do I have to keep proving myself to show you that I love you? Again, I'm gonna do it because I love you. I'm gonna do it because I fuck with you and I love you. That's off the rip. Yeah. I'm gonna do these things. But when it starts feeling like you like need that to keep going, you need these validations. It's almost like you.
I mean, but we started this conversation off talking about consistency. So I feel like consistency has to be done in a relationship as well.
I mean, people are gonna evolve, so like you have to continue to get to know each other.
Yep, I agree.
I get that. I don't know. I feel like honestly, relationships are so complicated now. The way people make it seem.
It don't even have to be that complex. But what the whole meaning of me saying that little situation was because I do have that toxic behavior where I automatically sometimes will go into like, I'm finna start some shit.
Yeah, why you doing that? Don't do that.
It was more like just because I didn't know if I wanted to put down the pride and just say
that's what it is.
I want like 5 to 10 minutes of your time, or like I would like your attention. Yep. Like I didn't know if I wanted to be prideful or if I wanted to be childish or if I wanted to be an adult. So
what was he?
What? I
ain't trying to get him, but like, was he doing something to make you feel like he was not getting the attention?
Well, I mean, I've been busy. Like he texts me every morning. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, that's a great dude. Then.
He texts me every morning. He calls me every day. There's nothing wrong. But like, there'll be moments where I want extra attention, or like I want to talk to you a little more.
Can I say this real quick? Now I'm gonna be quiet to this, y'all. That's scary to me though. That you need extra attention. That you felt you need, because I feel like, what if I don't give it to you? What you gonna do?
Nothing. I mean, the worst you could say. I've never asked him that, so like I had to see.
But no, seriously, ask him that. Like,
but if not,
because what you said was you need extra attention to what he already given you, right? You said he called you open.
Well, we don't have the physical closeness. Like if we're in the same city, that's different.
It don't matter. You just
like
said
you should be able to.
It don't matter. You just said right now.
Yeah, I wanted extra attention.
What I'm saying, that's scary. What if he can't give it?
We don't have. Let me know you don't have time right now.
So what if? So I'm saying,
Yeah.
what if he can't give it to you?
If you can communicate that, then it is what it is. Like, okay, well then you hit me, let me know when you get time. Like,
Yeah.
But you know, if my lady say, "Hey, I
scary,
need
though,
some
'cause
extra attention," that's telling me that
I'm lacking.
she
So I
really
feel like I'm
wants
lacking, bro.
attention from me. Like that's more validation for me.
Y'all
You
really,
know what I mean? I
really
don't
put the
see it
lines,
as
bro.
like,
If
and
your woman
I
telling
feel
you,
like stripping the ego in your relationship is so important. I had to learn that myself. When it's like when you're able to communicate and be vulnerable.
oh,
If you could be vulnerable in your relationship,
that's
like
what
you
I'm
gonna be
working
Gucci.
towards.
You know what I mean? Like I say one of my cousins, that's kind of one of the things he struggled with. He like, man, I don't want to get my heart broken.
Yeah.
If you can't go into that relationship and be like, hey, here go my heart, and she be like, look, here go my heart, and we both gonna put our hearts on the line, it's not gonna work because one person gonna be holding back, one person not gonna be communicating how they supposed to. If you can be vulnerable like that, to me, my woman, that's who I'm most vulnerable with. That's who I'm comfortable crying in front of.
course.
That's who I'm comfortable telling her my true feelings and how I feel. I'm not walking in my relationship like I'm Deuce to truth. I'm walking in as Duran. You know what I mean? Like this is who I am.
And that's how I feel. He sees all of it as it is. Like, we've been kids together. Like,
Yeah.
15 when we met. So it's like, to have that growth, there's some things that I learned in between not talking to him and not being with him. And they're not the greatest habits. And I can admit that. So sometimes I do have to have those internal battles where I'm like, okay, do I want to be toxic or do I want to be an adult? Are we going to grow? Or are we going to stop? Like, which way we're going to go?
Yeah.
I just don't, with the distance, like, I don't want to drive him crazy. Like, because it's not fair. I also be busy and he'd be wanting my attention sometimes, and I'll be like, "Okay, I'll call you back." Like, I'm filming, never call him back, or like I'll text him and he.
You heard that, bro? She'll never. You heard that, right, bro?
He'll text me. He'll be like, he'll text me the eyes and be like, "Okay." Like, okay, I'm sorry, I fell asleep. Like, there's never any issues if we've never had beef over him not calling me back or anything like that. Because I understand things happen, and like I said, we don't have the physical closeness. Like, I think it would be a lot different if we're in the same city, and I could be
Yeah.
like,
Do you eventually want to relocate though, or
not
you
to
want to
where he's
relocate to
at.
you?
Not to where he's at. I am willing to compromise, but not where that location is.
I mean, if y'all talked about relocating together,
Yes,
yeah, that could
Yeah.
be. I mean,
it's
that's a wonderful
been
thing.
it's been a topic for a lot, and
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to moving because I think it's time for a location
Go, for
change.
sure.
It means growth. Like,
Absolutely.
change
right.
means growth, and if what I said and I prayed about it, because God has never given me anything without a reason behind it. Like, if
No, you
it's
can't
meant
handle.
if it's meant for me, like, he'll give me no other option than to take that road.
feel
So, as iffy as I am about it, I'm just gonna be patient and keep praying about it. Because if it's meant for me to go, there will be no other option but for me to go, and that's how I feel. Because I'm so opposed to it right now. I really
Does he
can't
want you
make
to go where he's at?
Yes,
Bruh, just knock her up. Quit playing.
For
Knock
real.
her up, but she gotta go.
like him.
Get her, bruh. Get her. You might as well, bruh. I know you watching this. Get her. You heard what she said. Just knock. That's all. That's it.
That's like, he's been pushing the issue for a baby for a minute.
Just get him in the bag. What you doing?
What am I doing? There's
Y'all
nothing
ain't getting no younger. Y'all might as well do it.
There's nothing I'm doing. There's nothing I'm not doing. There's just,
Let's get
I
married.
don't know. We'll see. We're working on it, but I haven't been opposed to it. I'm not like, nah, I don't want a baby. I want to be a mom. Like, that's exciting.
But you want that ring
Absolutely.
thing, huh? You like, huh? Put it.
You gotta. I need to be married. I've never
respect
been
that.
married, and like, that's one thing my dad emphasized. Like, he married my mama,
That's dope.
and they still, like, they might beef. They might, like, split up a
Yeah.
little bit, but they always gonna come back
How
together.
does that feel to be raised with a two-parent household with mom and dad and seeing like that dynamic? I don't know what that is. So I mean, like seeing like your dad.
I would never
married
give my
mom.
kids anything less.
I feel that.
And it's made me, and it might upset a few people because it always does when I say this, but like, if I have a choice, which I do, you have a choice in everything you do, I'm gonna choose the man that I'm intentionally trying to be with to marry. Like, it may not work out that way,
You know that.
but that's the intention.
I
that
feel,
have.
you know, it kind of bothers me. It has bothered me for a long time because I've never ever even seen a man love my mom ever. I don't even know what that feel like. I've never seen a man treat my mom good. I don't even know what it feels like to even have another man in the household. You know, my whole life it's me and my mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was never just excited about the thought of marriage. Marriage don't excite me.
Yeah.
And it's not that I can't be loyal, but marriage does not excite me. There's nothing that I feel like it's gonna be me anything substantial. I see my mom do it by herself with no man. You know, raised me. You know what I mean? We grew up. I grew up rough for sure. You know what I mean? And it was just my mom. You know what I mean? Doing it by myself. My grandmother, helped out and stuff like that. But of course, it was my mom though. So I don't even know what it feels like to even have a man step in and help my mom with anything. When I was going to jail and I was doing these different things and getting in trouble, it was just my mom.
Yeah.
I didn't have that positive male role model in my life, or even knew what it felt like for a man, again, to love my mom and to propose to my mom. And my mom is one of them people, like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, again, like, it's not that I can't marry a woman, and not that I wouldn't get married, but it's very sad because I don't see the benefits to it because I see my mom do things by
Well,
herself.
let me
with no
give you a
man.
different perspective. So, my mom divorced from my dad at a young age. So I grew up without my biological father. My mother married my stepdad, which is Miles' dad. You know what I mean? And they were married for a period of time and they separated, right? The way I look at it as my mom had to fill in the shoes almost of a mother and a father, right? Which in a sense, now that I look at it, it kind of caused her to be, and y'all talked about this, it kind of caused her to be a little bit more masculine, right? Because now she has to be my protector, right? As well as my provider. You know what I mean? She gotta go to work, right? She gotta cook the food, right? And it's like, I feel like one of the biggest things that I feel like I missed out on was my mom sitting in her divine femininity, right? Because it took me getting older for me to get to that point with my mom where it's like, hey son, I miss you. Or hey son, I love you. I knew my mom loved me, but the way she showed love was like through her actions. Like, all right, I'm making sure you got a roof over your head, right? But I feel like, being in a relationship where there is a father present allows the woman to sit a little bit more in her femininity so that she can love on the children and not just be, what I mean, the caretaker, you know what I mean, or the provider, also the muscle, you know what I mean.
Shout out to the single moms.
Yeah, shout out to single moms.
So
For sure.
See, I think my dad kind of spoiled us. Like, not kind of, he did. I cannot. Me and my man just talked about this too. He is very much so like my dad. Like, he opens my doors.
he older
Compliments me. No,
than you? Oh, wow.
no,
I mean,
he's not. But he does everything that my dad would do. Like oil
Yeah.
change. If I wanted him to do my oil change, if I want something, he'll go get it. Like, that's the way my dad was, though. My
So
dad.
you knew what to look for already.
Yes
when
and
you
no. Like,
they grew together, remember?
there's different things that's like that I wish my parents would have let me experience. Like, I had my first heartbreak, like real bad heartbreak, when I was like 21. Like, that sucks. I would have rather gone through that shit when I
I
was
feel that.
15.
I
But
feel
my
that.
parents were so good girls stay in the house that I never got to experience that. I never had a boyfriend until I was 21. So there's pros and cons to having a two-parent household. The con was I was protected from a lot of things. The pro was I was protected from a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I wish I would have learned some things. Even my man would be like, well, I don't want you to learn them, so that's good. Like, some of the things I've never experienced. Like, some stories that my friends be telling me, I'd be like, damn. Like, I ain't never, like, one-night stands, never had a one-night stand.
Never?
Never.
Wow.
Never had a one-night stand. And it's just,
Wow.
yeah.
That's different. I never heard that one before.
I've never snuck out of the house. Like, I never had those moments where normal kids would do shit like that.
Yeah.
Everything I did bad, I did with him. So,
Okay.
like, and the worst we ever did was smoke weed. That was it. But my dad is very much like, he to this day, he still call us, be like, what's up? What you doing? Like, how you doing? Call us beautiful, gorgeous, open
Right.
doors and stuff like that. He still call my mom gorgeous. He might call
Man,
her some
that's
other things,
important.
but he call her gorgeous for
real.
sure.
Your pops.
Yeah, my
Both
dad.
thing.
Yeah.
And they
His
still married
girlfriend.
to this day.
Yes.
Oh, no.
His girlfriend, he'd be
important.
like, no, they're still married, but they still do these things. Like, my dad, my mama called me like, you talked to my boyfriend today? I'm like, girl, what boyfriend you got?
You see, and see, that's why I feel like love is good. It's important to like the person that you with. You know what I mean? Like, you could love them but not like them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like I gotta have fun with you.
Yeah.
Before any relationship. If we can have fun first, they ain't know why I can love you.
Right.
Because I feel like we need to build something because everything starts from a foundation, right? So if I can't even have fun with you first before we get in a relationship, that means when our relationship is over with, it's over with. I want to be able to be like, you got to be my friend first. And I know y'all gonna be like, oh, that sounds like you just trying to play. No, it's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you got to be my best friend first. We got to be able to have fun first before all the physical love, because that way it's actually built on something. Because a lot of us jump in relationships and it be based on sex.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just straight sex, right? I get, get with somebody, get with a girl, and it's just, we just fucking, that's it. Sex, sex, sex.
Right.
So when things go bad with us, that's what it ends on. It ended on sex.
Exactly.
And when the sex get tiring and boring and we tired of each other, we just tired. We didn't build no type of real connection, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's why it's good just to like start that friendship first and build that, have that fun with that person first and get all that great stuff out the way, and then let love come into it. Let love just naturally flow in. Like, you got some people be on dating apps looking for love. First of all, you ain't never supposed to look for love. Love supposed to just come naturally.
Absolutely.
We might have some interests. We might like the same things. We might even love some of the same things. But you got to let that true love just naturally come. Yeah. And it come with time. Some people believe in love at first sight. That's cool if y'all believe in that. But I guarantee y'all, real love, true love, that stick and stays is something that was built over time. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that
you gotta go through something.
You gotta go through some shit. Like, some people are expecting now in these times to just meet somebody. We supposed to fall in love, and that's what it is. And they not even gone through nothing with nobody yet. They ain't been through shit, and they just want this love. You know what I mean? And it's like, y'all gotta go through some shit first a little bit. And test your person.
Yep.
Some people ain't been tested. They person ain't been tested. Like, they just be getting with people and everything has been peaches and cream. You know what I mean? Snuggles and happy and great sex and good food. And you ain't even tested that person yet. Like, let me leave you in the room with my partners real quick. Let me go to the store real quick. See how you take that real quick. Nah, for real though. Let me see how you really. Let me see how you move with certain situations. You know what I mean? Does your energy change when certain men come around? Like, niggas, some don't even pay attention to that. They just like, oh, I love her, and vice versa. That man got to test your nigga. Like, same way.
Yep.
Does he switch up when certain women are around? Does he do certain things? Like, some people has not tested their love yet. They just think they in love because it be strong lust.
Yeah.
That's really what it be about. It be strong lust. Y'all be having this little connection, and y'all happy on a certain thing that y'all do together. But is y'all really truly in love? You don't know yet, because y'all ain't never been tested.
I still know people who refuse to show their significant other the real them. Like, they still get up and like put makeup on and shit.
Man, I want to see you ass. I want to see you ass naked, rolls, no makeup.
I be sitting there like, what? That, like, one of my friends, she does that. She gets up every morning. Her and her man been together for like a year.
It's hella weird.
So he don't know what you look like? And she was like,
he
well,
don't care.
Kinda.
She must got some fire. She got some fire. That's what's going on.
What she got, but
that's
like,
what it is. She does something for him that's very good, to where it's like, baby, I don't even care. It may be some good sex, or it could be other things. But I'm like, but I'm just saying though, it gotta be, because what nigga don't want to see what
I like the realness of it. I'll be in my nigga face like this.
Or he live in a or he live in a or he he probably live in a fantasy world.
Yeah.
He just wants to just keep this fake image of his girl of like, okay, this is what she look like. I don't even want to see what the other side look like, because I'm just so cool with this, and you just look so good with this makeup on. Damn, baby, I might not even feel the same if you take that shit off. Ooh, shit. You know what I mean?
I feel kind of bad because he's had his platform for so long, and I never really understood, why he wanted to keep some of the stuff off the internet until now. Like, I got videos that I used to post. I had to take all them down because they're very intimate moments, and, like, he was not being the image. He was being him.
What you mean?
Him that we have behind closed doors. We went from me having nothing going on, so I could post, like, happy birthdays, like him in like compromising situations, basically, like things that don't look the best for the platform that he has. So, like, at first when he told me to like take them down, I was pissed because I was like, "What the fuck you mean? Like, why would I have to take them down?" But then, now that I'm sitting in this situation, I'm like, okay,
protecting the brand.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand that, but like, those are moments that I value. So to me, it was like, okay, so you just trying to hide me. You just trying. Now he talking about a collab of like, are you sure? Like, should we really do this? He's like, yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. I said,
now I think what will be dope. I don't know if he does the same thing that you do.
No.
Okay, well, I was gonna say if he does. Well, you did say you would never do it with a podcaster, but I was saying if you do, that would be kind of tight. Thinking about it, like if y'all did collab on that aspect, like to have like a relationship kind of podcast, and then y'all don't necessarily got to talk about relationship. It's just y'all both talking to other people.
It would be cool. We've talked about it.
But again,
doing a spin-off of it.
But again, I think that it makes people more comfortable just interview with just either the woman or the man.
Yeah.
Again, because like we talked about, like, well, I feel like, I don't say sex sales, but I feel like obviously you got to get people that what's
That
that?
false hope.
That false hope. So you a woman, so someone might come here think they finna bump you and they think they in the interview.
They do all the
thinking they
time.
You see what I'm saying? So then they feel like that. So it keeps things a little more organic. Opposed to your man sitting there, it might be a little more awkward. Like, damn, I don't even want to talk about what I was going to talk about.
Yeah.
So I think it is kind of good that you kind of do your own thing by yourself.
Yeah.
Just because, again, like bringing false hope. Niggas thinking they got this thing they finna do.
Yeah, some people will only book me because they just want to meet me. Like, I've had a few of them come in here like, oh my God, I just wanted to meet you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You supposed to be in them niggas' pockets, nigga. What you want?
Make their pockets hurt.
I don't believe in using people though because bad karma is real.
Yeah, I feel that.
I feel that. But I mean, same time, it's like, nigga, you just want to come meet me. You want to come just sit here and just look at me.
I mean, but if you have a platform, use it away.
Right. Well, go ahead.
So,
I don't see why you wouldn't.
It's just that's a lot of people don't understand. Like when you collab with people, it has to be strategic for your brand.
Absolutely.
I never do anything without a purpose. There is a purpose to every episode that I've done, whether it was for practice or actually a legit collab that could help me elevate my podcast to the next level. And I think we all need to be a little more honest about it as podcasters. Period. Like we do these things, these collaborations with people that matter because we want to be advertised on certain pages so that the connections can be made, and who knows will slide in your DMs and want to come in. Like,
that's true.
You never know, and honestly, it's done me pretty well recently.
Yeah.
Like, I have no complaints. I've been very blessed with the people that have given me opportunities, and I can't complain. But we do have to be real about that. Like, some people you say no to because they really ain't got nothing going.
Right.
And I'm not talking about followers. Like, you don't have a purpose.
Yeah, you ain't really got no drive. You just want to come sit on the camera.
Yeah, you want to just see me. Or you want to see you. And be like,
that's crazy. So some niggas just be fantasizing about you, and they want to come sit on your platform. That's crazy.
I've had some crazy stuff being DM'd to me. I'm not gonna tell you too much.
Yeah, Miss Wonderland effect. I just want to come over and see what the Wonderland is like. I'm just trying to come see what it's like.
I had some dude tell me he was like, I just want to sit there and look at you. Like, can I just come in your studio session? I said, first off, the people
that nigga pay.
The people that I interview would probably beat you up. Like, I'm not talking about y'all, but like, let's say hypothetically, I got somebody in here with some like motion, and if I've had them already, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna ask, "Who is that?
Yeah.
Why they sitting in here?" Yeah. A lot of y'all from the hood, none of y'all trust nobody. Yeah. Last thing I'm gonna do is bring in somebody from the hood that don't trust nobody, and this nigga watching me, because now it's like, bruh, where did you come from? Yeah. Like I interview all people.
I know. Also, some of that interview stuff come with politics. Though. I mean, you probably not there yet.
No,
but I do know some of that interview stuff.
I have thought about it.
You got to think about that because you might bring somebody who ain't smooth with somebody else, and they be like, oh, she bringing the suckers over here, or she got the ops over there that ain't been on here. So now they might think that you.
See, I'm not affiliated with anybody, and I'm let that be known.
It's not about being affiliated. Sometimes it's just people have this perception, like.
But I also don't want those kind of people on my platform. If you're gonna X me out because of an affiliation that I made, like I make genuine connections when I talk to folks.
Oh, for sure.
I'm not here to play politics.
And you a woman. I mean, we should.
I'm not in it. If you don't want to work, that's fine. I have no obligations to you. You have no obligations to me. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't want you on my platform if that's how you operate because I like business-minded people who are focused on their mission and focused on their passion. I'm not here to politic with you about what's going on with you and this other group. Like, that has nothing to do with me. And honestly,
I'm looking from a social media standpoint. Social media people, they feel like,
they already feel like a Hollywood. Like, I had a few people tell me that they didn't want to come on my platform because all I do is interview like people with platforms and like,
really?
Yeah, I had a couple people, and I'm not gonna lie, like, it does look like that. It does. You might not care because you have something going and you have a platform, but for the normal people, it looks pretty high up here.
So well, it's not a normal podcast.
Y'all just want her to just podcast on telephone on the phone and just
but a lot of people that's literally the thing that you have to endure when you're a podcaster. Like your image is everything. So I built this brand, and I'm not afraid to say it. Like, hell yeah, I had some people on here with some platform. And I don't take that for granted one little bit.
Should.
And that was very strategic. I need
life is about
collabs.
Networking. Life is about networking anyway. You want to network, man. Listen, network with whoever you can network it. Get whoever is whoever's popping or whatever, and they want to come sit with you, and you can sit with them. Do it.
Hell yeah, I think
that's good for the brand. Come on.
We got a good collab here. Like, I pay for the studio time. You come in, you tell me about your life, and we share.
And that's also, man. People, man, listen, man. Y'all gotta give it up for her, man. You paying for studio time. That's a big deal. I'm saying, but that's you investing
in me,
investing into your craft and what you love doing.
I
You
spend
pay for the
hella
session.
money.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I spend at least $10,000 a month,
That's what I'm saying.
and I'm not just talking about studio time, just to be here and like
Nah, I
prepare
hear
for
you.
it and like
Yeah.
promo everything out. It's a lot, but I like that.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. It's where I
Yeah,
want
it's
to
your
be.
passion.
Okay, so I do have to wrap it up,
Sure.
and I do want to be respectful of your guys' time. So one thing that I do want to ask, you know, as you guys having your own personal brand, what's next for the brands?
What's next for me? I'm dropping volume 2 of Melodic Hustle, which is pretty much I've been in this phase where I'm doing melodies, I'm doing harmonies. I learned how to play the piano just this year, and I already have down like 8 scales.
Okay.
So as I change and I grow, my music is growing too. So I'm becoming more. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of leaning more towards like R&B rap. So I say my rap is like melodic rap,
Yeah,
right?
it is. It is.
So
What I listen to, yes.
yeah, and that's because I want to bring more women in, and I want my shows to feel like love. I want people to leave happy. I don't want them to come and feel like they got to kill nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with my brand, putting out a high quality content, and collaborating
Can I
with
say
people like
something
yourselves. Yeah.
before we move on to Cam too? One thing I want to shout him out for is the way that your music embodies women. Like I have not heard you, and I said this to you on the phone.
Yeah.
There's no negative concepts about women.
Oh no, I love women.
Man, don't you?
Yes,
God, I love me
sir.
some women, boy.
Like
Don't you
that's
love me some women?
mama.
one of the things.
I love some women, boy.
It's so rare to find rappers that don't down talk women or
Right,
over
right.
sexualize them. I ain't heard you say nothing in whatever I listen to.
Yeah.
Is you keep it pretty fair to the women, and I love that.
I appreciate that. I got
Shout
a
out to
family
women,
full
man.
of queens, so
Shout
you know
out
what I
to
mean. I
women,
have
man.
to.
Shout out to
No
beautiful
choice.
women out there, man.
Yeah.
I know I talk a little shit. I love y'all for real. Y'all know I love y'all.
Okay.
I love y'all, Bookie playing.
Okay. Anything else?
What's next for me? Just definitely networking more. I need to definitely get my network game on, and the consistency for me right now is just keeping consistent and just staying on one path. So for my brand, really, for me, who I am, because I'm a brand, Cam, I'm the brand.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I would just say obviously investing more into my craft, sticking with my craft, staying more consistent, collaborating more with different people because I've had people that want to collab and I just be catting off because I just be like, I don't know, because I feel like sometimes maybe that's not the avenue I want to go down, but again, I just got to just jump out there and just really start going harder with what I'm doing.
So next time I see you, you're gonna have something better to say. Then you need to be more consistent.
Nah, I got something good to say now.
No, something better than you.
All right, next time. But
Okay, all right.
right now though, but I'm gonna say this though. I like to speak things into existence, and right now for me, there's certain things that I have coming up that I'm doing that I'm just not going to spit out yet because I want things to follow through. And one thing with me also, I mean, I could go on and what it is, but I also feel like sometimes when things don't necessarily go as planned, some people are waiting for things not to work out.
Don't
Speak things too
Man.
early.
Don't overspeak it.
Yeah. So, but it's some things that's coming for me that are actually major. That I've actually just been really quiet. I think we talked a little bit about it.
I
But,
love
Yeah.
that.
you know what I mean? But I got some things coming that I'm just gonna not say yet because I want it to go through first, and then I'll go ahead and spit it out. But y'all stay tuned. It's coming. Some great things. Y'all gonna see more of me.
Oh, my
a lot
mama.
more.
Okay, as always, I will link all the information below. Please follow them, subscribe, listen to the music, and all of that good stuff. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.